from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
New unemployment claims in Henrico remain relatively high. The housing market remains pandemic-proof, and police charge a man with DUI after he strikes a pedestrian while driving in the far west end. We'll have details about those stories and more in today's Henrico News Minute for Friday, December 18th, 2020. It's brought to you today by Henrico County and Henrico Area Mental Health.
And now for the news.
The number of people who filed initial unemployment claims in Henrico during the week of December 6th through 12th was down about 5.5% from the previous week, but still at a level higher than every other week since late July. That's according to data released yesterday by the Virginia Employment Commission. A total of 456 people in Henrico filed the first-time claims last week, down from the 483 who had done so the week before. Statewide, initial claims were down by about 13% during the most recent week. Henrico has witnessed almost 43,500 people file first-time claims during the pandemic. Only about 2,400 of them are continuing to file claims as of the most recent week. That likely reflects the fact that some people have returned to work while others have exhausted their claims periods. The pandemic has not slowed the local real estate market much at all this year. The number of Henrico homes sold last month was up dramatically from the same month last year, according to a report from Virginia Realtors, while overall sales this year in the county are slightly outpacing last year's total through 11 months. In November, 438 homes were sold in the county. That was up from 356 last November, a jump of 23%. That placed Henrico just barely ahead of Chesterfield, where sales increased by 22.8%. Overall, during the first 11 months of the year, the overall number of sales in Henrico are up by about 0.7% from last year, 4,475 compared with 4,711. The median sales price of homes in Henrico also is up by nearly 9% among November sales and 6.1% overall year to date. You can read more about this on henricocitizen.com by clicking Community. A little bit of good news in the county's COVID-19 battle. The total number of cases reported yesterday was 85. That's the fourth straight day with fewer than 100 new cases reported. And the average number of new daily cases in Henrico has dropped precipitously. It's down to 107 just 5 days after peaking at 148. The county's 7-day PCR positivity percentage has continued to increase slightly. It's up to 8.9% as of December 14th. That same percentage among rapid COVID tests in the county is higher at 9.6% as of December 13th. On average now, 1,247 PCR tests and 416 rapid tests are being processed each day in Henrico County.
Every 12 minutes, a Virginian dies from an opioid overdose.
Every 12 minutes.
Opioid overdoses are on the increase in Henrico. Yes, the opioid epidemic is still impacting residents in Henrico.
But you can help.
To find out what you can do, go to bouncebackhc.com.
That's bouncebackhc.com. Knowledge is power, including learning about naloxone. That's naloxone, which can temporarily reverse the toxic effects of an opioid or heroin overdose.
Get informed, get help, save a life.
Go to bouncebackhc.com. That's bouncebackhc.com.
To equip yourself with the knowledge to help our residents and the community of Henrico County against the opioid epidemic.
Knowing what to do will allow you to be prepared to save a life. Go to bounceBackHC.com today.
That's bounceBackHC.com or call 804-727-8515.
That's 804-727-8515. Directly for substance abuse services.
This message is sponsored by Henrico Area CSB Prevention Services.
Henrico charged a 69-year-old man with driving under the influence in connection with an incident that occurred December 15th on Ridgefield Parkway. A pedestrian was struck while walking along the road by a vehicle driven by David J. Weimer, according to Henrico Police. The pedestrian was injured and taken to the hospital. There's no update on his condition. An online paper and planning supply company has moved into a larger warehouse and flex office space facility in Henrico County. Cloth and Paper, which primarily sells leather planners and the inserts and dividers that go inside them, moved into the nearly 13,000 square foot space in the Mill Business Center on Hermitage Road in Henrico November 1st. The company was created 5 years ago by Ashley Reynolds, a VCU graduate. Now she and her husband Ryan operate it together full-time. The company began out of their spare bedroom in Raleigh, North Carolina. It quickly developed a massive following on Instagram, now totaling some 800,000 followers. In addition to leather planners, Cloth and Paper sells stickers, writing tools, notepads, and stationery accessories. The company has seen business boom since the pandemic began in March. It has tripled its revenue since then and more than tripled its staff from 12 employees to about 40. You can read more about Cloth and Paper on henricocitizen.com by clicking on News and then Business. Every week on henricocitizen.com, we take a look at how local restaurants fared during their most recent Virginia Department of Health inspection report. And you can check out this week's update right now. Visit our website and click on Dining to view it. Well, it's 2020 nears an end. We would like to thank you for listening to the Henrico News Minute and for reading the Henrico Citizen online or wherever you follow us. And we're also interested in hearing from you. We've just set up a survey for readers as we wrap up the year and look forward to next year. You can take the survey. It just takes a few minutes by visiting tinyurl.com/citizensurvey2020. We're interested in your feedback about what you like, what you don't like, and what you would like to see us do next year. We'll also be giving $25 to one survey participant. Today's Henrico News Minute is brought to you in part by Henrico County. How did Henrico County respond to the challenges of 2020? By taking bold steps to strengthen its connections with residents, businesses, and other stakeholders. That's one of the many takeaways from County Manager John Vitolkis' State of the County address. This year's presentation is all virtual due to COVID-19. To check it out, go to henrico.us and click the link at the top of the page. Connect with your county at henrico.us.